Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm going to hop into the hourly SuperBlitz Arena, joining a little late. 44 minutes still to go with this one. We'll see who we get in game one. 3-0 time control. Okay, gold champ. Play C4. Maybe try and play like Leela. Okay, I'm just realizing I have animation on. Well, I guess we'll leave it. It's not ideal for the blitz and bullet time controls. Definitely not bullet. Okay, I like my center. I should be able to conveniently pick this pawn up, okay? So there really shouldn't be any compensation here for black. I have a nice center, and I believe I can maintain it. This guy's having a tough time. Good play here. I guess I'll go for this. Just thinking about queen here. Maybe even queen here right now. Yeah, I'll go for that. Defend c3, and then this can be an idea in the event of castles. I got the invasive pawn. All right, bishop there feels like one of those half-developing moves. Off the back rank, but beyond that, not a whole lot of excitement. Productivity. Okay, so a question here is, where's the king gonna go? If you try queenside castles, I have this in mind. Okay. Also, bishop here could be a move now, too. Let's go with this one. Where's that queen going? F6. Oh, okay, the knight blocks. Interesting. I think I like this knight maneuver here. Oh, okay, so we are going kingside. I still like this knight here, so I'm thinking an accident could occur on this square. Really tempted to just dive in. Bishop takes. Knight here. It's not quite working. It's close. Wish my queen was already here. Thinking about this stuff and diving in here. Probably just need to move fast. I guess I'll maintain the pin. Wow, that is so committal. In fact, it's actually going to be mate in 2 now. Okay. I think the animation isn't holding back the speed much. Seems to be going pretty smooth. G5 was way too outlandish there. So even if I didn't have knight f6 there, that would be a questionable move. Okay. Fracton. Monkeying around. Orangutan. All right, I'll go for this. Trade my center pawn for the knight pawn. It's not the very best. Oh, okay. Going for this. So I have already the bishop pair. How can I put this to use? I'm going to stay trained here. If I went here, I'm going to get hit with that one. And maybe I invite my c pawn into the mix before this one, or let me castle first. I was concerned about a possible check here. Maybe I just go, maybe I could play without my c pawn. White has a nice center. Okay, I'm thinking a bit more about the c pawn now, actually. Yeah, let's invite this guy into the party. Yeah, and I think I'm going to go for some space or knight c6 first. Ideally, I wanted to open up. Playing very slow. Very, very slow. Okay, let's get the knight here. Could take here if there's a capture. Maybe now I push. I'll try the push now. Not so easy to develop this knight. Okay, also my bishops are kind of scary. I'm cutting out the knight jump. What kind of... I'm just kind of scanning the position for forward moves for white. What good forward moves are there? Okay, they're babysitting the pawn. I'm tempted to go wild here on the king side. Just a bit. I have control over the center, so I feel like I can maybe get away with this. Maybe a good idea to get this rook here first. This could be an idea to undermine c4. Queen, I mean, what's in part making me think about these moves here, whoa. I feel like I could get away with it, one, because my opponent does not have a dark square bishop to take advantage of these squares, and the queen is kind of all in on the queen side. I'm going to shift gears. I had this move in mind, but now that there's g4, I have f5 in mind. So I'm just going back home and try and do stuff on the f-file. There's a hole here on f3. So let's see. Also, I'm just noticing now this bishop is unprotected, so potential tactical liability. Have to play much faster. I'm also seeing that this bishop can be rerouted. I don't have to just stay here forever. And there's no rook to be won. Yeah, I gotta pick up the pace. He's spending too much time. Oh, I was thinking I had rook takes pawn in the previous move. That's not the case. No tricks because I'm on the bishop. The knight move, I get to take the bishop. I'm ready to glue the rook in. Some serious dark square weaknesses as well I should be pointing out. After this, these two are holes. Not sure if this was like objectively best, but feels pretty good. Okay, I'm going to turn my attention straight to the only open file. Why not? Defend the rook and generate a threat. I'm giving direction to my opponent. No, I think I like this idea. Going right in for the kill. The knight actually doesn't have a move. Okay, now it does f1, paving the way for that. Let's go here. Knight f1. I'm ready to take the knight and sweep in. I'm giving up this pawn. Oh, okay, I get the bishop. All right. I'm just gonna. That knight is actually defending the position pretty well. All right. Oh, that was so bad. Maybe I should have grabbed the knight and jumped in here. Maybe this. The knights are clumsy. I don't know, is this game even going to finish? That was really bad, shutting down this diagonal. I should have picked something else. What was I thinking? I was thinking of pivoting on this square. I think that might have been the last thought that was running through my mind before playing f4. Bishop is still in a pin. Also, this was an idea. I think it's going to be a clock winner. It's really difficult to even find a move for white. Okay, yeah, they're down for the count. Okay. Let's try Sicilian. Okay, I like seeing this. My idea here is to immediately challenge it. I like seeing this move too. Focus on that f5 square. Not interested in taking and going for a queen exchange. I'm willing to underdeveloped underdevelop if e5. I'm going to have this knight stick around on the king side. Get to the f5 square. Let's grab some space. Queenside space, also bishop b7 nearby. Okay, as mentioned, I'm going to stick around on the king side. I like flicking this in so I don't have to deal with g4. One of my, I think the first Leela game I played, video, I challenged Leela game 1. This g4 move ended up bothering my knight when it was on f5. As soon as I played h5 in that game, that pawn was swiped and started to get kicked around. Anyhow, h5 useful here, stabilizing my knight on f5. Both are on pretty good squares. How to improve? I guess this guy goes here. Maybe I should first ensure that this... No, I was going to say ensure that this diagonal opens up, but I could play it one move later. There's no d4 here. Maybe d4 now, or yeah, so let's still flick in another developing move. And right about here, I think, is the correct moment to play d4 before d4 is played. And this diagonal doesn't open up. Okay, still a lot of tension in the position. Maybe I could provoke a weakness, make this pawn budge, or if h3, I have this square. One way or the other, this advance is pretty disruptive. Okay, so things are heating up here. Can I not maybe win a pawn soon? Chop here, chop there. I'm going to do that. Got some nice squares to work with. These are holes now. d4, d5. Take once more or invite the rook into the mix. I'm going to invite this rook into the mix. We get this bishop working along with my other one. This could be a jump at some point. These knights are offset. Discovery land. I guess queen f2 is a move. I'll take with the bishop. And I'm actually going to go all the way back because I want to do this. I'm really having trouble drawing an arrow. I want to get this maneuver in. Pawn is in a pin. Also, if it moves, this could be an idea. Let's get here. I'm on the knight as well. I think something really good should be happening for me shortly. On this e3 square. Although it is covered at the moment. Bishop d... Oh, I'm on the knight. I'm still on the knight. I pointed it out just a bit ago. Queen f2, I could have captured the knight. Oh well. Take free pieces next time. Still a good position. Far better. Winning the knight. Of course, it's spotted now. I guess I could get going with the pawns too. Bishop there. I'm going to keep this guy right here. Have a G file to work with. Can maybe even consider king d7 and this other rook here. Or this idea. No light square bishop, so yeah, I think I like just holding this here. I'm not concerned about this knight. I could take it whenever I want. I like just going here. These rooks are not really doing anything. They're watching over a pawn, but I'm not really even interested in taking it. Nice control over that d5 square, which is most important. And I guess I'll take and just blockade, even though there is no immediate push anyhow. Unprotected queen. I think I have this idea here. Oh, okay, the knight's going there. At least hint at capturing the knight. Rook g3 could be a move. Oh, they missed that I'm still on that square. Okay. Where's the mate? Oh, this one in here. Bishops are taking away all these squares. Gonna have mate on f2. Okay, they resigned. Yeah, I should have grabbed that knight on c2. Well, overall, pretty positional game, that one there. You could get away with that knight returning back home, developing to f6, and then back, because it was such a, I think it was a slower position. Time is not not so important a factor. Could afford to undo moves. All right, one of my favorite moves here. Keeping the tension with the dark square bishops. You take me, give me a flight square. It's more of an inconvenience for the black queen here to have to babysit the bishop than it is for my pawn to watch over the bishop. So usually it's black who blinks first in short. All right, I think I'm going to go for this maneuver. Tension between the light square bishops as well. Okay, we're both headed for different squares for our knights. Knight b3 is a move, isn't it? Okay, I guess I could play... Okay, I mean, if I go here, there's a tactical shot on a3. I was assuming as soon as the knight went to a5, it was headed for c4, because that's where there's a big intersection square. Okay. I wonder... Well, maybe I could get my opponent to bite that b pawn. Be that's just a bad move too. Take, queen e7. I'm trying to provoke this so that there's something to think about here. On this, I could take here, knight takes pawn. Okay, queen there. Didn't flinch. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. This knight is so irritating. Okay, how about this idea? Knight c1. No way. No way knight b4 was kind of hope chess. I shouldn't have played like that. All right, let's see if we can get rid of this knight. Double up on the c file. It should probably go back to a5 and then, yeah, our opponent's playing really well. All right, I don't want to draw. I mean, knight b3, my opponent's probably saying, you want to draw? I don't want to draw. I guess I'll take now, actually, because now that the knight is not on b3, I can make use of this c5 square. Yeah. There's a big turn of events, because now I'm ready to glue that knight in. And yeah, if I want to get... This knight I'm expecting to be challenged, so I want to be able to play this and have this pawn defended. No here, because knight b5. So, c-file squares. A lot of action there. I'm going to cut out any f4 idea. I get my flight square in. A couple light square weaknesses, but I'm not seeing how they're taken advantage of. There's also responsibility here for the queen. Pry open the a file. And get at this a6 pawn. Yeah, I think these last few moves have tipped in my favor. On a6, a6 again. Managing to work around this knight. Okay. Could take this knight, and I'm going to do so with rank 3 guy. And I think I'm ready to just crash through here. Seeing anything wrong with that? Let's go for it. My queen could fly out over here. The h5 g4 squares. I don't want to click now because I undo my pre-move. Okay, going after this guy, I see. I'm gonna go in here and say, if you're gonna go here, maybe I do something on the back rank. Or what am I talking about? This could be a move. Yeah, rook takes pawn. There's queen check here. Queen has to continuing to struggle here with my arrows. I win the rook. In short, okay. Come on, this trade rooks. Take this pawn. Be up a pawn in a rook and knight ending, potentially. Trouble on the clock for my opponent. Here the rook could return. Yeah, let's just trade. The check I'm not afraid of. Should I be afraid of the check? I should be able to weasel out. Oh, you're going for that one. I get this pawn. That's 2 pawns now. And a third nearby. Need some space for my king. Get the H pawn. My knight's not going to be trapped. Okay. Yeah, not the cleanest game there. That knight b3. Once I was given that c5 square, it started to tip in my favor. Okay. Actually, with this animation, it feels like it's going smoother. Let's see. I'm gonna go for this space like I did in an earlier game. Play aggressive here with my dark square bishop. Maybe even this. See, this is a central expansion. Okay, I think I'm. Yeah, let me try this one. Okay, yeah, let me try playing against this structure here. Okay. A bit scary doing this, dark square weaknesses, but I want to tame the knight. There isn't e4. Let's hang on to this pawn. There isn't e4 because this will hang in the end. I thought a4 should be played. Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, let me babysit the knight. Maybe now this can be played, taking advantage of the pin. Maybe. Yeah. Take first? I take first. Let's open it up a little bit. Mod of 1 pin. Neither knight is stable. I have squares to work with, though. Oh, okay. I was going to save the push. I have this one. All right, where to go with the rook exactly? I guess here. A light square. This guy's not going to bother it. Yeah. Feel like I want to maybe just pitch a pawn. If here, I think that's a move. No, I don't think so. I could take with the bishop. I was thinking there might be that in a follow-up. E5 idea. It's a dangerous pawn center we have here, this passed pawn. Got to play much faster. Bishop h6 might be a move. Played. Queen here could be a move. I have bishop f6, punching back. Let's hang on to my passer. To watch out for mates on g7. Queen here, I still have this. Okay. Maybe, yeah, let's get rid of this pesky dark square bishop. Don't have to worry about the mates. My king is safer, but I'm down a pawn and down a little on the clock. Let's go with this one, Pac-Man mode. Queen here, I will exchange. I'll go into an ending. My knight'll have a fantastic square. They have to watch out for forks. Queen here, knight here could be mate. In a little bit, maybe I could shoot for that. This one or even knight g4. Light square weaknesses, knight remains pinned. Okay, check thrown in. Or my knight is challenged, I should say. Knight here or... Oh, I have this, maybe. With knight takes e4. If rook here, my queen goes to f3. Because this knight remains pinned. Yeah, I'm breaking down this pawn here. No h3 to worry about. Could take the knight. Rook there. I have queen takes f4. No, I don't. Let's go here. Knight takes knight? No, what am I talking about? Knight takes knight. I'm on the rook. Rook takes, rook takes. I'm sorry about these arrows. I can't draw an arrow. I can't draw an arrow. Is it really me? Am I the only one that struggles to draw an arrow? Okay, let's try e4. Sicilian lands. Okay. We'll go for the space. Give black an opportunity to clamp down on the d4 idea. All right, d4 played. I don't mind going with the more closed game. I'll go for a quick knight maneuver. I'm not going to castle. I want to make use of f1 with my knight. This is the expendable bishop. I don't care about losing my light square bishop. This guy's more important. Maybe even... that's probably a bit much. Maybe then I will be missing my light square bishop. I'll go for f4. These are two squares that the knights can pivot on. f5 is dangerous. I'm going for it. I'm going to go for a kingside attack. King h1, rook g1. One of the games between Leela and Lenderman, Leela played this down a knight. So let's play it here where I'm not down a knight. That's my reasoning here. How about... I guess I'll go with this one. I like opening up my dark square bishop's eyes. Oh, wow. So this square can't even be made use of now. Interesting. I guess I'll just continue to develop. So this guy, or this guy maybe getting on this diagonal, could be really nice. This gives me a shot at tracking down the light square bishop. I'm going to say this knight kind of struggles. Still feel like I could do something with this guy. All right, take here. I don't want to give the rook access to b2 ever. Maybe this is a nice maneuver rather than king h1. I like that I'm kind of taming the knight a bit with the rook on f2. All right, let's get here. I'm holding off on the more committal h4. Go for that a little later. Maybe this is the time to do it now. I want to at least be in a spot to play here. Interesting. All right, I'm shifting gears here. I don't want this rook to get to h5, or to the h file. I think now's the time to go. This light square bishop check is really close to being dangerous. Also, knight d5, now that this knight isn't on c7. I should have maybe considered this first. I do like that my knight cuts out this advance. I don't think any sacrifices on b3 are working. And I do like flicking in this with checks, so there isn't any quick run towards the queen side. All right, now we take here. Not concerned about losing a pawn here. All right, and there should be a mate really soon. Mate in 3 threat. Or mate in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what was that 5? I'm losing count. It's a forced mate. 1, 2, 3. No, it's a mate in 4. Those checkmate puzzles. Helping out here. Yeah, very thematic pattern with that bishop on g6. It's only one move. Gonna have mate in the corner with the queen. Okay, we got a resigner. Oh, this tournament is flying by. Only 13 minutes left. Pretty good crew in here, 642. Couple more games. Okay. How about a French? An exchange French. Okay. Queen exchange? Bishop e3. Okay, queen exchange. I like these positions. Let's throw the knight in a pin. Mr. Expendable. I think I've had this position before, something really close to it. Rookie 1 played. King recapturing on this square for discovered check. Okay, now rook is babysitting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's put this guy here. Defend against the knight jump. Maybe that was a mouse slip. Feels very awkward. Maybe they wanted to actually take with the rook. But as I pointed out in an earlier game, the situation here where the piece defends the bishop, the tension between these two. These are the defenders of the bishop. More of an inconvenience for white. On takes, I'm going to take with the... yeah, probably the pawn. This is going to look really weird. I'm going to do it. I want to... See, if I take that bishop, f4 is repaired. I want to potentially work with that square. So, like on this, I could consider a knight maneuver. All right, now I think I'm going to shift gears because I don't want this bishop arriving on this diagonal. Okay, that king is actually getting lured out. In fact, I'm pulling white right into a fork so they can't, they're not able to take there. So I'm just up material now. I was just thinking initially, okay, great, I have a great square now for my knight after that capture, but yeah, more going on there. I'm just up some material. All right, question here. Let's move faster, first of all. Okay. That one. Oh, going there. I didn't see that one, that move. That's interesting. Hmm. I guess I'm gonna work around that knight, actually. What I don't want to see is this square open up and then this base point become a target. Maybe I could get going with this majority. 3 versus 2. Let's contest a file. This knight could definitely be dangerous. For sure. And the more I look at it, I maybe should have exchanged there. I gotta look at some different squares. I'm too focused on the queenside squares. Yeah, so let's actually do this now. Gotta watch out for this check. Ugh, just as I say that. Just as I say it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I'm gonna lose the exchange no matter what. Very poor decision there. I should have got rid of that knight on c5. It's not over yet, because I do have a pesky knight. So annoying, this knight. And that pawn that I didn't want targeted before, down for the count. I really let this one get away from me. Gotta go much faster. Much, much faster. Keep my eyes peeled for forks. And I think there's one right around the corner. They see it now. Got the fork on c3. I should have maybe captured with the rook too. We're headed for a rook ending where I'm up a pawn. The king steps up. Just don't want to get mated. I should have grabbed the pawn with check first. Okay. Lucked out here. Gonna get a clock win. All right. I'd be pressing maybe a hair in that ending. Okay. That knight on c5, I should have wiped that guy out instantly. Too pesky. Yeah, and from there, should have just dealt with, I guess, a white knight then getting to the d4 square. Okay. Got lucky there, for sure. Okay, we've had this structure earlier with the bishop on g4. Felt like I was being outplayed in that game. I'll still go in for this. I don't mind that the knight tracks down my bishop. There's no b6. I don't know how well the bishops really function in this position, the dark square bishop. It's under control. Okay. This is good progress here. Get rid of one of the bishops. Okay, let's get out of the pin. Do not mind in doubled f-pawn structure, I get the g2 square for my king. Now, how to take? I'm going to say with the rook, I like having this and some pressure on this pawn, anticipating e5. Still no b6 really. I come back and then it would be very awkward to defend. It should be an excellent position for me. I could even consider. So this is what I was talking about. Now it's weird. How do you babysit these light squares? You go back here. I'm getting here. I don't want to really ever allow black to go here. Now that's a move I did not see coming. I could play here to provoke that move, but I feel like I could play this position in a different way, targeting the weaknesses on this side of the board. At the same time, maybe I don't want to exchange both rooks. That's why I'm playing this move, because I want to be able to play here soon. In some situations, rook c4 as a rook sack could be there. I was saying I don't want both rooks to be exchanged. This is a different situation because if they are exchanged, I have a connected passer on c5. And, should we end up in a pawn ending, a super valuable pawn, I'm guessing f6, otherwise queen f6 or h6. Expand here? That would be a good way to lose. Oh, that would have hurt. That would have really hurt. All right, maybe I'm not going to do anything on the h file anymore. Okay. All right, how about we weasel in on these light squares? This is the most efficient defender against the passer. Queen d7 seems accurate. Also, maybe, there I go again with the bad arrows. a4 could be a break. Could take here as well. I probably should. Oh, they're on this one first. Okay. No, let's go here then. And then take here. Knight is under control. Feel a little bit more comfortable going here with my king. Not sure how to enter exactly. I was thinking about pushing here. c6. Okay, queen there. Gearing up for this advance. All right, for whatever the reason, I'm just seeing this move now. I could target this pawn. And also a queen ending. Exchange queens. My king is in a spot to stop the d pawn. And the knight is not in a position to babysit a6. Okay, so I think I am going to go in for this. I keep my bishop right where it's at. Making progress now, and I believe I could take this pawn now. Maybe not. Oh, I could do this. If here I have this capture, very timely. I'm on the knight with check. I don't know. Is that winning? Queen and pawn ending? This pawn is further advanced. You got to take the bishop there. Oh, okay. I'm just getting the dangerous pawn, and there's no compensation now. And knock out another pawn. This is the perfect shelter for the queen endings. No rank file or diagonal checks. More efficient than just the regular configuration, and that's actually going to do it. So we got in 8 games. Not clean, but enough, I guess. All right, I'm going to throw a good games all. The pairings are closed. And call it a day here. Okay, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.